What a shocker. Headline at the big lead. Diego Pavia sets new low for Heisman finalist at NFL draft. What they mean by new low, Diego Pavia went undrafted. He joins Jordan Lynch, Brad Banks, and Colin Klein as the only Heisman finalists not to get drafted. As of right now, Brad Banks is the most successful player on that list with his incredibly mediocre career in the CFL. Translation? Diego Pavia's career is over before it even gets started. Uncle Casey, that's not true. He might get signed as an undrafted free agent. Yeah, maybe. Diego Pavia will be invited to training camp. Maybe a desperate team will allow him to be a tackling dummy. But more than likely, Diego Pavia's football career is over, which is the reason he was literally begging to return to Vanderbilt a couple of months ago. Diego Pavia, he is going from making millions of dollars to making minimum wage. Most draft experts, they will claim that Diego Pavia went undrafted because he is undersized, which is definitely true. His miniature stature damn sure didn't help. Diego Pavia is 3, maybe 4 inches shorter than Uncle KC. But I think there is another reason that NFL teams have no interest in Diego Pavia. Like Natasha Cloud and the WNBA dump, Diego Pavia is far more trouble than he is worth. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. One of the mistakes that Diego Pavia made going into the draft, this dude didn't have an agent. Who cares? Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent. Yeah, he's Lamar Jackson. He can get away with it, which is another mistake that Diego Pavia made. This dude thought he made it before he actually made it. Diego Pavia was acting like he won before he actually won a damn thing. Fake it till you make it sounds great, especially for those not capable of actually making it. But the NFL is the ultimate meritocracy. No one cares about flash. No one cares about your false bravado. The only thing NFL teams care about is winning. Diego Pavia didn't do himself any favors with his childish outburst after losing the Heisman. Just in case you've forgotten, this is how Diego Pavia was conducting himself during Heisman weekend. Watch it for yourself.
Best college football player of all time, Johnny Manziel or Lamar Jackson?
Neither. Me.
Neither.
Me.
Me?
Me.
You win the Heisman. Who is the first person you would let hold it?
I wish I could let God hold it. I would give it to my mom.
Definitely a family member. Probably my mom. Mom, dad, or probably brother.
Myself.
Is it any wonder why NFL teams were hesitant to waste a draft pick on Diego Pavia? You see, this kid thought he was something that he's not. Diego Pavia thought he was Michael Vick. He thought he was Eli Manning. He thought he was a can't-miss prospect that 32 NFL teams would be lucky to have. Unfortunately for Diego Pavia, the entire NFL thought he was an undersized, immature doofus, and they just refused to be bothered. You can have bad character. You can have questionable morals in the NFL. You can be a nuisance. You can be a constant problem. But in order to do that, you have got to be incredibly valuable. NFL teams are willing to tolerate a lot if you can win, but you can't be a problem and be easily replaced. You can't be a problem and be undersized going into the draft. And at the quarterback position, where you're expected to be the leader of grown men, teams are even less willing to deal with your shit. Jameis Winston had reputational issues coming out of college. He was still the number 1 pick in the draft. Several years later, the Bucs released him. Why? Well, he was throwing too many interceptions, and he also lacked maturity. Now, eventually, Jameis Winston grew up. He was humbled. He's a fan favorite in New Orleans, and he was mostly a backup while he was here. Diego Pavia doesn't have that same luxury. He doesn't have the luxury of being 6'3", 6'4". He doesn't have the luxury of being the top pick in the draft. This dude needed to be on his best behavior. He needed to polish the turd on his stained reputation. Instead, he's out partying. He's criticizing Heisman voters. He gave NFL teams every reason not to sign a 24-year-old who is undersized and lacks maturity. He gave them every reason to compare him to Johnny Manziel instead of Drew Brees. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.